Hello, everybody. It is game day. Actually, it is Wednesday, January the 29th. You know, I can't believe that the month of January has actually come to an end. Unbelievable. Where is the time flying? I don't know. I saw a lot of birds flying around today, so they definitely, maybe they're taking the time. I don't know, but time's flying. But enough kidding around. But like I said, I wanted to talk today about Elias Pettersson. He is now the Vancouver Canucks superstar. And but before we get into the Pettersson video, today's Let's Talk Day. And I personally have my issues with depression, and we'll leave it at that, I guess. But part of the reasons why I started making these videos is because I was a real outgoing social person up until about 10 years ago, I'd say. And I started becoming a hermit, staying home, just not getting out and seeing my friends, being invited to parties and events, and just not showing up. There'd be times I'd get dressed and I'd just say, you know what, I'm not going. I would stay home, get undressed from my going out clothes, and maybe watch a movie or just relax at home or watch a hockey game. I watch a lot of hockey, which has been sort of my savior throughout this whole thing. Aside from I got diagnosed with a medical condition about 10 years ago, so I've been battling that as well. That hasn't helped my depression, but you know. Anyhow, so I started doing something I really enjoyed, thinking that that would help, but it actually, eventually, it just made it worse. So I started acting again. I enjoy acting. I just love being a clown. Anyhow, and making people laugh and cry and all that good stuff and telling stories. But anyhow, so I started doing the acting classes and meeting some wonderful people. But as time progressed, I got worse, and I got more dark in my head, just ignoring people and just staying by myself, really. So, somebody who I really appreciate in my life, who's been a good friend for about maybe 6 years now. And I wish I had reached out more to this person, but this person actually has helped me more than she knows. But a piece of advice she gave me many, many years ago, which I should have taken back then, is to meditate. So I started meditating over the Christmas holidays this year, and I realized once I started doing that, I started releasing something. I started feeling more alive, more like myself again, actually. My dreams, I was remembering my dreams. Things were just getting better all around. Even with my medical condition, I just felt great. It was just amazing. So I continued meditating, and I still do to this very day. But this is, I think, the meditation helped me to get to where I am currently, and I'm still progressing. I actually went out this weekend for the first time in about 6 years. I was out till 3 in the morning, and I was like, oh, well, this is what it feels like to be out at 3 in the morning, having a good time, meeting people. So that was kind of nice. And then, you know what? That led to me starting to make these videos. And I've been feeling good about myself. So, and it's interesting, I had no idea that the talk day was coming up for mental health and depression and all this. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm making these videos, so I might as well share a bit of my personal struggles with this condition. And but anyway, so yeah. But I'd like to jump right into the video. I think enough about me for now. But yeah, Elias Pettersson. So I went onto Wiki just to look at some stuff a couple of days ago, and I actually found some really good content in regards to his career. So I'm going to share this with you as we go along here. So basically, on May the 25th in 2018, the Canucks signed Pettersson to a 3-year entry-level contract. On the 3rd, 2018, Pettersson made his NHL debut against the Calgary Flames. Pettersson scored his first career goal against Mike Smith. And I remember that. It was top shelf, over shoulder. And Mike was like, huh? What just happened? So I remember that goal very well. And also recorded an assist in a 5-2 Canucks win in that game against the Flames. On October 3rd, 2018, during a game against the Florida Panthers, Pettersson suffered a head injury on a hit from Panthers defenseman Mike Matheson. If you remember that behind the net against the boards, it was pretty rough, right? Resulting in Pettersson leaving the game. Although Matheson was not penalized for the hit, the NHL Department of Player Safety believed that Matheson had an intent to injure, resulting in him being suspended 2 games and fined $52,419.36. Pettersson returned to the lineup on October the 27th after missing 6 games. The Canucks lost 5-0 to the Pittsburgh Penguins that night. 2 nights later, Pettersson scored 2 goals in a 5-2 overtime win against the Minnesota Wild. On October 1st, November, Pettersson was named the Rookie of the Month. And 4 days later was scored a second Star of the Week. So he was on a roll here. In December, he was named first Star of the Week on December the 10th. And after scoring 17 points in 14 games during this month, he was again named Rookie of the Month. On the 2nd of January 2019, Pettersson was named his first NHL All-Star game as the Canucks' lone representative. He notched his first NHL hat-trick later that night in a 4-3 victory over the Ottawa Senators, striking in the second and third periods before scoring the game-winning goal in overtime. Pettersson suffered a knee injury later on when fellow rookie, and this is against Montreal, Jesperi, I have a hard time saying this guy's name, but Kotkaniemi appeared to hook him away from the play. Pettersson went down clutching his right knee and had to be halted by the referees, but he was able to skate off under his own power. In the first game back from injury on the 24th of January 2019, Pettersson scored a goal and recorded an assist in a 3-3 win against the Detroit Red Wings. Now, on March 18th, Pettersson earned an assist in a 3-2 overtime victory over the Chicago Blackhawks for his 61st point of the year, surpassing the Canucks franchise record for points by rookie, which was previously held by Pavel Bure and even Ivan Halenka. In his in his rookie season, Pettersson totaled 28 goals and 33 assists, giving him 66 points in 71 games. After the season, Pettersson was named as a finalist as a Calder Memorial Trophy, an award ultimately won at the 2019 NHL Awards in Las Vegas on the 19th of June 2019, becoming the second Canuck to do so after Pavel Bure. Early in 2019 and the 2020 season, Pettersson and Brock Boeser formed an instant chemistry with off-season acquisition JT Miller. On November 4th, 2019, Pettersson was named first Star of the Week after totaling 9 points over 4 games. So, basically Pettersson's had a pretty stellar career. And one thing I've noticed over his career that he's played for Vajo Lakers and the Vancouver Canucks is that he had some pretty good points. He played 44 games regular season for Vajo, where he recorded 56 points. And in the playoffs, he recorded 19 points in 13 games. And so far in his young career, the Vancouver Canucks, first year, like I said, 71 games played, 66 points. And this year, I'm not sure what his point total is at, but he is on pace a point per game plus. So he must be about 50 or 60 points. I haven't checked those totals, but I would imagine he's around there somewhere. So pretty much, since his career, he's won the championship with Vajo Lakers when he came into the league in the Swedish Hockey League. So he won championship with those guys. And then the first year he's with the Canucks, he becomes Calder Trophy finalist, eventually the winner, and also goes to the All-Star game. And then in this year, in 2020 season, he's also been elected to the All-Star game again. So 2 consecutive years he's been to the All-Star. And now going to be the second year in the NHL, and I'm pretty sure he's off to the playoffs, although he missed it the first year. So in a nutshell, Pettersson really hasn't experienced losing, which is I think you need that kind of pedigree to be on a good team, or to have a type of player like that on your team. So for the fact that we have such a player like that, not only do we have a player like that, we have another player like that in JT Miller. Let's not forget he played on the Rangers, which was a winning team back then when he was on it. And then he also played for Florida, so in Tampa Bay. They're a very good team still to date, and he came from that team from last year. So I think Benning bringing JT Miller over was a very good idea, and then surrounded him defensively with Myers. Pettersson does have a cast around him that could support him. He already had Bo Horvat in place. He already had Virtanen in place. He had Besser in place from the season previous. And then they really solidified the back end with him by bringing in Quinn Hughes. So now we have all these superstars, Quinn Hughes, Pettersson, and Besser, which are pretty young. And our captain's not too far removed. I don't think he gets enough credit, but this video is not about Bo today. It's about Pettersson. But I just want to say that, Bo doesn't get enough credit. And he's kind of the glue that holds it all together, quietly and silently. Seriously. Anyhow, but Pettersson, you know what? I'm happy that we have on our team. Based on what I see, this man should bring us a championship. Absolutely. I'm willing to go out on a limb, and that's why I made this video for Pettersson, is because I personally believe, just look at him. Look at his growth in just a season and a half. It's incredible. Compared to the players we've seen come, so from the past and present, for what he's done in such a short time, it's incredible. So the ceiling's only up for this gentleman, and I'm excited to watch him play. But now it is game day. We are in San Jose, and we're playing the San Jose Sharks tonight at 7:30. And that should be quite a good game, because the Sharks, they lost against us the last time at Rogers Arena, so they'll be up to play us tonight. And then we move on. The next game after that will be in New York. And that's a Saturday morning start at 10 a.m., remember. But we'll tee that up tomorrow. But enjoy the game tonight, and I'll definitely make another video tonight. I haven't made a video after a loss, so I'm not saying we're going to lose, because I don't want us to lose by any stretch of the imagination. I want to just make all happy videos and laughing and just joy all the time. But hey, we'll see what happens for tonight's game. I have mixed feelings about tonight's game. I think it's going to be a tight check-in affair. It won't be a high-scoring game, and it might end up going to a shootout, which might not come out in the Canucks' favor. That's my prediction for tonight's game. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.